you are going to come face to face with a lot of ways in which the world outside of you is delusional and operating from delusions. Thank you so much for joining me for this Ascended Astrology Forecast and Ascension Energy Update. We're going to be taking a look at both zodiacs as we move forward. We're going to go day by day, looking at the different energies as they unfold to give you a better idea of how to work with these energies, what to plan for, and to basically not think you're crazy when these energies are happening or when you get hit with a sudden wave of massive energy or density. You'll know what to expect, you'll be prepared, and you will ride the wave like a pro. Now, as we move forward into the month, we're going to go to week 3, and we're going to start week 3 with Sunday, June 15th, which is my solar return or my birthday. And this is a very energetically palpable day. First of all, we've got Mars squaring Uranus on June 15th, and we're going to start to feel that energy about June 9th-ish, and which coincides with this huge purging energy that the Earth is going to enact, I would say. And Mars and Uranus coming together is kind of like your cool, weird uncle and your 5-year-old with a water gun at the family reunion, ripping and roaring and tearing things apart. Uranus is erratic, chaotic energy. It moves quick, it opens timelines, it awakens Kundalini. And Mars, again, is how we take action and how we assert ourselves. And so regardless of the sign that they're in, we're going to feel a lot of movement take place. There's going to feel like an anxiety in the body. This is going to precede this huge purge that's going to happen in the middle of the month. I'm hearing there's going to be a lot of Kundalini rising symptoms in the body. You may feel heat. You may feel the anxiety and the restlessness in the stomach. You may feel like the amount of downloads you're getting you can't hold in your physical body, and it's going to feel very overwhelming if you don't ground, put it in your journal, or place it somewhere. Please know that you may feel like sudden urges to change things in your life, and we want you to follow it if you have sat with Spirit first and you have gotten clarity around it, whether it's a pendulum, whether it's a drumming journey, whether it's sitting with Mama Cacao. Some of these urges that may come in, your human may download it and equate it to, I need to move across the country, when actually you need to shift into a new timeline, not a new physical location. Another energy, which is huge, it's actually one of the main transits of the entire year, is going to go exact or come to a culmination point this month, and it's Jupiter square Saturn. This transit, again, squares are tense. They can be challenging. They're also what gets energy to move. We love squares because they are what cause a lot of transformation and movement to happen. So on the same day as this Mars square Uranus fiasco that will happen within us, we will really be culminating and feeling the breaking point that's going to happen within our belief systems. So you've got Jupiter and Uranus dancing together. You've now got Jupiter entering a new sign. You've got Jupiter and Venus dancing together in a beautiful sextile. And now Jupiter and Saturn squaring off with each other. Saturn, the daddy, the drill sergeant, the father time, the lord of karma, the lord of the rings, the master, architect of the false matrix itself, Satan or Saturn himself. Jupiter, it's like Zeus and Kronos squaring off with each other. And what this is going to do is make a lot of our expansion feel like it's slowing down. We've already been feeling this. Spirit says we've been feeling this since February. Technically, we should have been feeling this since April. Astrologically speaking, April is when we would have started to feel Saturn and Jupiter coming into their square with each other. But actually, since February, we've all been feeling this frustration. This is making so much sense for me as well. This major frustration is happening within the collective, where we have all these new ideas coming in, all these timelines coming in, but we need to be storing them in our escrow and our data bank, because Saturn is slowing these energies down. Now, on a false matrix side, we could see that as some kind of program running to keep us in a cycle of time and away from our highest timeline. But because we're in the false matrix, we sort of have to work with that sludgy, Saturnic, satanic energy, unfortunately. And so what Saturn is doing, and as an alchemist, what you can do is use this time to really get clear. Saturn brings things to the boardroom, and with Jupiter, Jupiter may be expanding the structures in your life. You may feel a lot of new opportunities coming, people giving you opportunities as well, people coming in as new clients, business coaches that you're contracting with, promotions at work, but yet it's not taking off the way that you thought it would. This is temporary. They're telling me around October, we're going to feel this totally release, and you all need to get fully prepared for the amount of energy that's about to come in for you at the end of the year. The frustration that's been building is definitely because of Saturn, because he slows things down. He makes you feel the result of time and how much time it takes. A lot of us are pushing up against this. And they're saying, don't do that. Do not push up against it. Surrender. Release some of this, because what Saturn is doing is restructuring our belief systems. So we've got, Jupiter is, such a beautiful energy of expansion and co-creation, and also this higher mind aspect of ourselves. But it's time to get really clear and real with ourselves about where we want to go next. What Saturn does as he tries to slow things down is it crystallizes things. It allows the glue to dry. It allows you not to rush into things too much as well. So while some things may not be panning out for you, it's temporary, and you're believing that it's permanent. And the false matrix programming wants you to believe it's permanent. It wants you to let go of your dreams. It wants you to think this is too hard, this is too resistant. The people on social media keep telling me, if it's resistant, if it's hard, if it feels like it's not flowing, then it's not right for me. When actually sometimes things become slow and we believe they should be moving faster, and we create the resistance around it. It's time to let go. It's time to set yourself free of that. Please know Jupiter square Uranus is one of the biggest energies of the entire year. It is rare for it to happen. And so this is not an energy we should take lightly. And I feel like the massive purge that's going to happen right before the exact squaring off of these two planets is really going to signal a breaking point within us as light workers and starseeds. We're going to feel a lot of frustration in the collective, in the family around us, in the if we still work at a 3D job, the people at work. There's a frustration we may feel, a slowing, people pushing against the current, trying to force things into the mold and not change the beliefs that are keeping them there. And it's your job to choose the new and to actually work with this energy. Lots of time. I keep hearing time, timelines, time restructuring, because time is also just a belief system as well. So as we continue to move forward through the month in the false matrix, Mars is going to leave the beautiful heart-centered fiery sign of Leo, FM5, and enter Virgo, FM6. This is quite a shift within the false matrix tropical zodiac, as Mars loves being in Leo, and my Mars is in Leo, so I've just recently had a Mars return. But now for you, Mars in Virgo, or if you have strong Virgo placements in your chart, Mars is going to be inflaming that part of your chart. Let's say it's your sun. Mars is going to be activating your ego, your higher self, and really causing a lot of wanting to take action. If Virgo rules your 10th house, let's say, you're going to be putting a lot of your physical energy into your career, into your mission, into the way you're perceived in the world. So pay attention to where your Virgo energies are, FM6, in your tropical placements in your chart. Mars is going to be moving through. It's not the greatest place for Mars to be. Virgo is quite cautious, careful. She likes to plan, she likes to be strategic, and Mars is impulsive and likes to move in big ways, and Virgo likes to be realistic about things. So this can be helpful to us, though, as Saturn is slowing things down, and as we have this purge that's happening. Mars in Virgo is going to call for a lot of detoxification to come into your body. There's new routines that you're going to be enacting, and right now this is an excellent time in June to start leaning into, how am I taking care of my body? Am I taking aligned action? Am I being impulsive because Spirit told me to? Or am I being impulsive and reckless because I'm impatient and I'm trying to push against the energies that are actually helping me that feel dense? Mars in Virgo will bring some of that into clarity for us. Now, on June 18th, we have another huge day. Not only is this the first quarter moon in Pisces FM12 and Pisces AM12, which very rarely happens like that. Usually they're in different signs. It's also the day that Jupiter squares off with Neptune. I know Jupiter, again, I'm telling you, he's loud and he's in your face and he's not going anywhere this month. Jupiter and Neptune together, I love. They are both energies that have to do with a higher aspect of ourself. Neptune dissolves density, moves things into a different realm, transcends things into a different state of being, and Jupiter expands. So both of them have this alchemical ability to move something beyond and express it in a new way. Now, squares are tense. They are, but that doesn't mean that they're bad. Now, let's first start with the first quarter moon in Pisces, AM12 and FM12. Or excuse me, not the first quarter moon, the last quarter moon, or the fourth quarter moon. I apologize. This is going to be a moon that I'm hearing psychic attack. Okay, we gotta be careful and protect our energy around this time, because our energy fields will be so hypersensitive. This does not necessarily mean that the demons are coming for you and the people who've done you wrong have your picture on an altar and they're doing spells on it. That's not what I mean by psychic attack. What I mean is your energy field is so sensitive that everything in your environment around you is going to be felt by you on a psychic level more than normal. And so it's really important to fortify your energy field. I'm hearing a lot of crystalline energy, crystal baths, wearing more crystals, using crystal essences is what I'm seeing in your water and things like that. Monoatomic gold, of course, you all know I love that, to really strengthen and fortify the energy field. They're showing me lots of dream activations. It may feel like nightmares. It may feel like dreams that don't make sense. I'm even hearing some false light energies will come into play. We will attract that energy to us. It's like this false matrix aspect of Pisces, of delusion and believing in things for no reason and letting people take advantage of you. Escapism, wanting to escape the density here, will overshadow the beautiful ascended Pisces energy, which is all about transcending you to a new dimension. So this is an excellent time on June 18th to really tap in spiritually. Jupiter and Neptune, the two planets that originally rule Pisces, coming together in this square. And that really tells me that a lot of our belief systems are ready to be dissolved. You are going to come face to face with a lot of ways in which the world outside of you is delusional and operating from delusions. Mind control frequencies and programming in the media, commercials are going to become much more visceral to you. You will see it more. The veil will be lifted, and that you may not like what you see. You may also find yourself battling the new codes that are coming in, the new energy of you that wants to come in. And this is already happening now. It's happening right now as I'm recording this video. But this is a beautiful energy. If you tap into the ascended nature of it, it really wants to expand through co-creation as well. I'm hearing gathering in community, doing ceremony, getting out in nature, communing with your spirit guides, pulling in more of your soul on purpose. It's already going to be happening. And a lot of plant medicine work. Now, usually around a lot of Neptune Pisces activations, we want to be careful with medicine because we're more sensitive to them and we can go deeper much faster. But what I'm hearing is medicine work may even be necessary to really help alleviate or see through the illusions that will be happening, because that's what they are. Illusions and fantasies, they can appear real. It's okay that you feel in the middle of June like you're not seeing things clearly, like you're in a fog, like you see the light at the end of the tunnel, but it keeps changing direction and you're not really sure where you're walking. It's also okay to be still, they're saying. It's okay to really, like I tell clients all the time, before a ship can course correct from north to east, it has to come to a complete stop so that it can stop right there and go on its new course. That way it doesn't waste time trying to shift its trajectory later. And this is what we want you to hear about your process and your spiritual process as well. Now, as we move forward, we get to June 20th, which we know is the summer solstice, where in the false matrix tropical zodiac, the sun will enter Cancer. So we're going to have Mercury in Cancer, Jupiter in Cancer, Sun in Cancer. So much Cancer energy that, while it is still a false matrix energy, you will notice your home life, the way you operate in your private world, a lot of ancestral programming and things that have been passed down to you will come to the surface. Now, on the same day as the summer solstice and the sun entering Cancer, the sun will actually enter the constellation of Gemini on the same day. On the higher aspect of this, we have Mercury and the sun in the ascended matrix sign of Gemini, which is really going to, again, strengthen more. Ooh, that's beautiful. What they're showing me is this connection that we are really cultivating between soul and human, which is the most important relationship and most important connection that we're creating right now in the ascension process. Because most of our ascension symptoms are a result of the soul coming more into the body and removing density to make more space for it. So what this shows me is that your ego, the light within you, will take hold more. You will start to feel more like you're identifying with your ascended matrix chart, with your 5D self, with your soul nature. What do you mean by that? I'm hearing that for the duration of the sun being in the constellation of Gemini, there's going to be a lot of star seed and star family activations, star angels coming and visiting, dreams of being not abducted necessarily, but taken off planet, connections to where you come from for some reason. I don't know if that has to do with the Uranus energy, but for some reason that's coming in during that time as well. So that's very exciting. So we have a lot to look forward to in that regard. And also, remember there's a big purge that happens a week before that. That tells me that we're making space on some level as a planet and as individuals for this connection to increase and take place. Thank you all so much for joining me. I hope the ascension and descension symptoms aren't too overwhelming. And again, we are here to support you. I'm sending you so much love.